Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. It's Jets week. All right, so you know what that means. Jets week is rival week. All right, granted, it ain't been much of a rival. Let's just be honest, Jets fans. All right, some of you gonna be in here. Appreciate the few of you that's in here, by the way. It ain't been much of a rival. We've been mopping the floor with y'all. But looked at your roster, see your games. Games been close, man. Not too bad. Been losing some close ones. Been winning some close ones too, right? Could be 0-4. Could be 3-1. That's the way the league goes, right? That's the way the league goes. Look at Baltimore. All right, look at Bills with us. We could easily be 4-0 or 0-4. All right, well, maybe not 4-0, 3-1 or 0-4. All right, because the last game that was a little bit of a, not 0-4, probably 2-2 and 3-1. But y'all get the point because there's no way we was losing that first game. But y'all get the point, right? It's a one-score type league for the most part. You gotta make do. You gotta get the ones that's in front of you, and then you give yourself a chance, all right? Jets are 2-2. They have a decent roster, okay? Defense is stacked. You got Sauce. You got decent safety play. Got really good defensive linemen, all right? Linebackers, they're okay, all right? But the defensive backs, they're playing well. Safeties, they're okay. They're doing well. And defensive line is not too shabby. All right. And then Sulla is he's a good mind, good defensive mind. Came over from the 49ers. He was their defensive coordinator. And, he's a feisty type guy. All right. Guy that likes to keep receipts. All right. He's one of those type of guys. All right. And he's a modern type coach where he's very relatable to his players. He's a real fiery guy, though. He's a little different than Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel's not as fiery a dude like Sulla is, personality-wise, when you're looking at them on the field in their natural habitat as coaches. We don't see a fiery, fired-up McDaniel the same way we see a Sulla. But they're both modern coaches, all right, and relatable coaches and player-friendly type of coaches, okay? I like what I'm seeing from the Jets, I'll be honest. This is an up-and-coming team to me. I like what the weapons they have on offense. We're talking about some serious weapons. Elijah Moore killed us last year. They went and added a beast, okay, out at wide receiver from Ohio State, Wilson. They got a quarterback as well. I like the quarterback. Liked him coming out. I don't think he's better than Tua or anything like that, but definitely has a way stronger arm. I said that last year. Very mobile, too. He killed us mobility-wise, all right? I didn't like what I saw last year when it comes to containing him and getting sacks on him. It was very hard to get your hands on him, all right? Very slippery guy. But like what I've seen from that team so far. Now, that was the quarterback's first game, the last game. So he was knocking off some of the rust. First three quarters didn't go as well as the fourth. The fourth, he lit it up. So we got to make sure that we do our due diligence against that high-powered offense, which they are a high-powered offense. They average more yards a game on offense than we do, all right, because they run the ball a little bit better than we do. They have some runners over there. Michael Carter killed us last game before he got injured and taken out of the game. They have good pieces on offense, decent defense. Honestly, their defense has played better against the pass than us and not better against the run, but it's close. All right, so I think we're like at 103 or something like that, and they're like at 108 a game. It's somewhere around there, 101, somewhere around there. We're not much better than them against the run, and they're definitely way better against the pass. They're at like 220-something, and we're at like 299, all right, almost darn near 300 against the pass. So the difference when it comes to statistics is points per game. All right, that's where we have them at, because they're giving up way more points than we are, and we're getting more points than they are. All right, on offense. So that's where it makes the difference. But when you have one game where you put up 42 points, that kind of does skew the numbers a little bit in our favor. So, it's going to be a tough game. It's not a game that I'm going to take lightly where, we're going to murder the Jets. We're going to mud them. They ain't nothing. I'm not doing all that. All right? There's been a time in the past, in my previous YouTube years, where I might have done something like that. I'm a little more wiser now. I understand it's any given Sunday. Although I still like my team, right? I love my team. I'm going to appreciate the fact that they coming. All right? The way I said we was coming against the Bills, the Jets are coming. They don't like that they lost to us the last 11, 12 games straight. They don't like that. All right? And we've been rubbing it in because they've been running their mouth. Truth be told, I don't know why a team like them would run their mouth. All right? We were getting beat by Buffalo. We wasn't running our mouth to Buffalo. Now, we would say, okay, next year we coming, stuff like that, but we knew our place, all right, because we kept getting beat by them. We had to take that respect, all right? We had to let them do what they do because they owned us. Why the Jets ain't giving us that same satisfaction? We've been owning y'all, way worse than the Bills was owning us, and we was taking ours. You need to take this, all right? Now, they might get this one, and then they'll be all big puff chest and all that, just like we were against Buffalo getting this one. But it's still one, all right? We still 1-7 in our last 8 games against Buffalo. The same way if the Jets were to win, they'd be 1-12 or 11, whatever it is. We don't want so many games on a lost count in their last 13 or 12, whatever it is, all right? So, at the end of the day, it's one game. It's a way bigger game for the Jets, honestly, than it is for us. Although, if we were to lose, we would both be 3-2 in the division, with them jumping us possibly, maybe not, because we beat Buffalo. Well, Buffalo, yeah. They would jump us, and we would be 3rd, and they would be 2nd in the division with the same record. Buffalo, if they won, would be 1st, and Patriots have no chance to be anything but 4th at this point. So, what do I feel like is going to happen? Right? I done bigged up the Jets about as much as I could. I like their team, like their roster, believe they're building something over there. But here's the truth of it all, right? I don't think they're ready to beat us this game. Now, is it possible that they could beat us at our house? Probably not, let's be honest. But I don't think that they're ready to beat us yet. I think that they're getting closer. They have a really good roster, like I said. They run the football. They're pretty physical. They give us problems. Last year, they could have easily beat us. They had us 14-0, made some mistakes. We got back in the game. We took that game over. But they did have us 14-0, all right? And when we thought we were right ready to put the game away, we threw a pick 6, and they tied the game up. And we had to go down and score another touchdown to seal it, all right, to win that game. So we got to minimize the mistakes. We got to find a way to finally be able to run the football, okay, because they're not that great against the run. And we got to maximize our opportunities in the red zone, and we win this game. Now, I don't think we're blowing them out. I already mentioned that. I also don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game where it's 42-38. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I have us winning this game, though. So my prediction would be 21-18. I got us winning by 3 points. That's it. We win by 3. I seen spreads at 3, 3.5. We win by that. We get up out of there. We move on to the next one. All right, it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a game at their house. We know that we pretty much split that stadium 50-50 with the MetLife takeover. But it's gonna be a tough crowd. It's gonna be a tough game, tough fought game. We're talking about two coaches that know each other well. All right. Although we probably know their defense better than they know our offense because our offense isn't the exact same as what they ran in San Francisco because McDaniel didn't actually call the plays there. And we have a Tyreek Hill. So it's going to be a little different, okay? And I'm really curious to see. My favorite matchup of the day is going to be Tyreek Hill versus Sauce. Because Sauce Gardner, he said he knows how to deal with a guy like Tyreek Hill, although he's never dealt with a guy like Tyreek Hill. And his closest comparison was Jameson Williams, which is a good comparison, 98 speed on Madden, for what it's worth. So decent comparison, but he ain't Tyreek Hill. All right, so we're going to find out if, he actually got something for Tyreek Hill because, boy, Tyreek Hill is coming. All right, Tyreek Hill heard. All right, we know Tyreek Hill is not a guy that shies away from hearing in the media. He heard what Sauce Gardner said, and I know he's going to put that to the test. All right, we're going to find out. All right, let's just find out and let you see for yourself if you can handle what's in front of you. All right, I believe Tyreek Hill is going to go off for 100 and plus and a touchdown. So he's one of the scores right there. I got us to score 21, so two other scores. Jalen probably gets one. We're going to do what we do on offense. I think that's going to be a lesson possibly for them, but it's also going to be, a hard-fought game because we don't have that many defenders, great defenders out there, so it's going to be a tough game, okay? Offense is going to be able to do what they need to do for a lot of the game on both sides, and we win the game 21-18. We get up out of there. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Please put your predictions in the comment section. Let's not be disrespectful, guys. All right? I know because we've beaten them so much that we want to 48-13 them in the comment section. But honestly, this team is a little bit better than that. All right? Believe me. Take my word for it. This team is not going to get blown out by the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. Please. All right? Think before you add your prediction. All right? Have us winning now, because I believe we're going to win. Unless you think we're going to lose. If you think we're going to lose, cool. But I think we're going to win this game. But it ain't going to be no 48-13. But I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. All day, every day. Your boy DP is out.